One of my first jobs as a teenager was cleaning at a retirement home. I remember going around to the different rooms. You had to vacuum, had to wash the floor, had to dust off and all this. I had to talk a little bit to the people living there. It was nice. And I was super productive. I was so fast. I was like boom, boom, boom. Okay, quickly doing the vacuuming, quickly doing the washing, doing the dusting off, and then done, next room. Right? And I would just kind of push through it because I'm like, I gotta be effective, right? It's my first job. I gotta prove that I can do this. And I remember talking to one of the other people that are working there cleaning, and they've been there for a couple of years, and they looked at me and they're like, "Why are you working so fast? Slow down. You've got all the time in the world." I'm like, "What do you mean? I gotta be effective, right? I gotta be fast. I gotta get this done." And they look at me and they go, "You got like 20 minutes, half an hour per room. You're doing it in 5 minutes. What's wrong with you?" In some places they would love that, but I realized, oh my God, I'm doing all of this work, but I'm not gonna get paid more for this. I'm not gonna get any kind of rewards or advantages for doing this. So what I ended up doing was, instead of just slowing down my pace, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work super effective, and then I'll just take a break, right? Because it's like, if it takes them 3 hours to get this done and I can do it in less than an hour, I'm not gonna work extra for those 2 hours. Why would I? And it kind of got me to this idea of, what is productivity and what does it mean to be effective? Because in some businesses, they want you to be like, just go, 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 go all the time. But really, what are you measuring on, right? You're measuring on what results are you getting produced. What results is the work that you're putting in getting produced, right? That's what it's all about. It doesn't matter how busy you are. It doesn't matter how much hard you're working. If nothing is fucking happening, if nothing is getting produced, it doesn't really matter. So for me, productivity is all about the results that you create with the work you put in, okay? And what I want to share with you is the 3 best tools that I've found that are going to help you to become more productive, meaning it's going to help you get more results. Okay, now the first one is have a clear vision, a clear set of goals of where you're going, right? Now a vision could be, okay, the vision is for my body, for example. I want to be in fit shape, I want to be healthy, full of energy, and I want to look good, right? Now some of the goals for that vision could be, I want to have a 6-pack, I want to be able to run a 5 kilometer in like 25 minutes, stuff like this, right? That's a clear vision of where I want to go, and it's clarity in terms of the goals I have. Right? This could also be for your business. It could be, okay, well, my vision is to have a business that allows me freedom to do the things that I love doing, to do the work that I enjoy doing, without stressing, without working too hard, without spending the whole day 9 to 5 working, but doing it in a way that I want to do and I enjoy. In terms of goals, I have an income of 50,000 a month. I have clients that I really enjoy working with, and I'm doing something that makes me feel happy and proud and motivated. Right? That's a clear vision, it's a clear goal. It helps you to work towards that more effectively. Alternatively, if you don't know what you're doing and don't know where you're going, it's kind of like being in the jungle. You're just kind of pushing through the jungle to get somewhere, but you've got no idea where you're going. You have no compass or map to indicate where you're heading, and you might be very productive and efficient with something, but you're not getting to where you want to be. So number 1, have that clear vision, have that clear goal in mind. Number 2 is planning. Planning. Planning the details, plan the tasks, make sure you know the journey you're about to go on. Now this could mean that if you're climbing a mountain, right, you want to make sure that you're planning the trip there. You're going with a flight there, you got a guide to pick you up there, you got the tent to sleep somewhere on the mountain, you've got food for the journey. More importantly, you've got that selfie stick and the camera for the top when you reach the mountaintop, so you can be like, yeah, I did it, I climbed that mountain. You've also planned for the way back down. That's planning. Now, when it comes to your life, to your business, to the work that you're doing, that means, okay, if I'm gonna have a business that's gonna sustain the life that I want to live, what do I need to do step by step to get there, right? What is the approach? A really good way of doing that is by working from the goal, working from the vision, and working your way backwards, step by step. But really get in the details, because first of all, that's going to motivate your brain, because it knows, okay, I know exactly what I'm about to do, I know why I'm doing it, I know where I'm going. So I know how it's going to look as well. It makes things so much easier, right? And secondly, you will actually be able to see what kind of pitfalls are there going to be, what kind of challenges there are going to be. Are there any places in this plan you have to get to this mountaintop, to get to this end goal where you might need to prepare a little bit better in order to have everything ready for that moment. So number 2, plan. Now, third one, the last one. This is a simple little technique that I love to use whenever I'm getting stuck or whenever I'm facing like something that's just like, oh, this is gonna be tough, right? It's gonna be a difficult task to get done. It's called the Pomodoro technique. And I specifically like to use the Pomodoro technique on difficult tasks or things that seem a little bit like heavy to get done, right? Because what happens is that if it's a task you're looking at, your brain's gonna go, oh, I don't wanna do that because it's not gonna be enjoyable, right? Oh, that's gonna be hard, it'll take forever. And you kind of just push off getting even started. And the longer you push off getting started, the more difficult it becomes because your brain is saying, you know, I didn't do it the other day, I didn't do it this day. It's just kind of like lowering your standards and it's like making it more and more uncomfortable than to get started with that task. So the Pomodoro technique is simple. Pomodoro is like a stopwatch, right? You take the egg timer, like the little thing which you spin, and you put the timer for like 5-10 minutes. You put that for half an hour, 40 minutes, even 60 minutes, and you say, okay, in this time, I'm gonna be 100% focused and doing things, right? In these 30 minutes, I'm just gonna get started. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna clear out all distractions so I can focus on this one thing, okay? That's the Pomodoro technique. So set a timer. Once you hit start, there's only one thing you're going to be doing, and that is a task at hand. And again, this is really powerful if you do it in the beginning of the day with the most difficult task, and you just jump into it. That's effective, right? That really gets your inspiration going and your confidence going, because if you manage to nail out that difficult task in the beginning of the day using the Pomodoro, just being effective, 30 minutes, 40 minutes of focus, you're gonna feel like, wow, I've accomplished the most difficult thing. The rest of it's gonna be so much easier. So number 3, use the Pomodoro technique, set a timer, and just focus during that time. Now, finally, for a bit of bonus for you, if you have done all this and you're still not as productive as you want to, you're still not quite getting the results you want to, the last thing you're going to be doing is looking into your mind, looking into your mindset, thinking about your belief systems around getting work done, you know? If you believe that work is tiresome, tedious, and frustrating, you're much less likely to get things done, and you're much more likely to be distracted and want to do other things. If you, however, believe that work can be fun, enjoyable, pleasant, and adventure, right, then all of a sudden you're attracted and drawn towards working and doing things. That makes sense? So that's all about your mindset and belief, and you can do a lot of that with NLP, with CBT. You can change some of the beliefs you have, you can change some of the mindset you have in order to get you to a place where work, instead of it being a chore, becomes the highlight of the day. So, number 1, have a clear vision and a goal for where you're going. Number 2, plan ahead in detail. And number 3, get your Pomodoro technique there. Get focused just for that half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour. Just get focused and get something done. And then for the bonus, work on your mindset, work on your belief systems to make work into an adventure, into something fun. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.